sleep, gotta build. There's a ground that needs to be drilled, and all I wanna do is dig.
From the Dead Workers Party, a podcast about all things Minecraft. Enjoy your stay in the shaft.
The Shaft, episode 64. That's a full stack, recorded on January 1st, 2012.
That was awesome. How'd you do that?
Magic.
Is there
That
two
was
of them playing
so
at
cool.
once?
There is.
It was.
That's because it's a full stack today, baby.
It is.
64.
You know, I missed the Christmas music already, though. We should run the Christmas bumpers
All year
for
round,
more
you mean?
for more than 1 week.
Yeah? You think
Yeah.
so?
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. It's pretty awesome
Yeah.
stuff.
We should have more than one Shaftmas.
This is a weird little beat in the background
I
here.
know.
It's kind of more groovy, you know? It's got a little more funk to it or something. Anyway, well, today we have a pretty big house here. We're joined here with Joe Hills. You remember Joe Hills?
Howdy, y'all. I remember me. Do you remember me?
From Nashville.
I remember Joe Hills.
And for the
Joe
first time
Hills.
ever, meeting him in real life, he's here right here in the studio, CilantroGamer.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great time.
Awesome.
What's up? Live in the studio.
Yeah.
None
Yeah.
of this Skype crap.
That's
Doing
right.
the real life thing.
Yeah.
So if the internet goes down, we can still talk to you.
Awesome.
So, like, Cilantro, you drove down from Ohio to Nashville?
That's right. Well, I took a bus, yeah. Deadheaded it all night and got to Nashville pretty early in the morning, and we immediately crashed after we got back to Joe's house and been hanging out and having a good old time talking about Minecraft and having fun with the New Year's stuff. And and then we came down here, long distance from my home. Let me tell you.
So then y'all jumped in Joe's car and drove down here from Nashville.
Yep.
Oh, indeed.
Nice.
Oh, indeed.
It's a southern.
Oh, indeed.
Oh,
Southern,
indeed.
colloquialism.
It's like OMG, but sort of different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a southern colloquialism.
Still 3 letters. O-N-D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apostrophe D. Oh, indeed.
I thought we found those, or we didn't find those.
We didn't find them.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't find the OMDs, did we?
I don't know.
The orchestral movements in the dark?
Yes.
No. Good band, though. Anyway,
Speaking of being in the dark, we've got some sponsors.
cool.
Because they're in the dark.
I don't know. It's just, you know.
Yeah, you'll learn. My little Padawan. Okay, so today we've got, we're sponsored by these awesome folks like Crummy, who says,
Happy New Year!
I wasn't on the bus there. I didn't realize that was a team effort.
Oh,
I like
the deep breathing, and the stepping away from the mic so as
I
not
thought
to
you were
blow
just
it
getting
out.
old and had to get a little breath before
Yeah.
you started talking these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, thanks.
I wasn't sure. And we also got Bryacky. Wow, what the son of a...
Brachiate cub.
There you
Do you
go.
know what brachiate is?
It's like your lungs. Is
No.
that where you're getting a big,
does that
deep
mean?
To
breath?
brachiate is to swing from limbs like a monkey.
So it's a cub
Right.
swinging from the
Yes.
limbs.
So it's a cub who can brachiate.
How do you know all this?
Because I played role-playing games.
Oh.
And brachiation was an advantage in, I can't remember, there was a gaming system where brachiation was an advantage.
That is a system that needs to be thrown
That's
away.
awesome.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, anyway, he says,
Chuck Norris owns a pair of the Shaft PJs.
Nice.
I
That's
do
right.
too.
I bet he does. That's awesome.
We're in
got
the same club.
footies. It's kind of like a Snuggie.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's got a shaft
is.
in it.
Oh, that you went too far.
All right.
Did I already?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
okay,
not
get ready for the show because Anon16 says, I got poop blocks in my stockings for Christmas. What did you get?
Nice.
That's
Hey,
weird. I got
916.
poop blocks too.
Yeah, I did too.
But they were my own.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't like where we're going.
I got Brent's in mine. I don't know
well, you spent the night at his house, didn't
Kinda
you?
strange. No, I didn't even,
Oh.
which makes it even more weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is kind of weird. So you went all the way to Eric's house.
No, I magically pooped them from my house
Oh.
and they landed in stockings.
No, these came from Santa, I'm pretty sure. Santa
Oh.
poop blocks.
Teleport
cool.
poop?
I had a contract with Santa this year for poop blocks. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy good year in the Copeland house with poop blocks.
that's right.
Uh,
Okay. All right, let's get on to it.
Our journeys.
yay!
Our journey.
I like going on journeys.
I like journeys too.
So why don't you go first? What have you done this week?
Hang out a lot with people. I've been unfortunately not be able to do my show as much as I would normally do so, but most recently in my Let's Play, like on my server, I've been I worked on a wheat farm. I'm finishing that up, and I just started it fairly recently, so I'm still kind of getting the infrastructure type stuff. But
do you know I've never done any farming at all in
really?
the game ever?
Wow, it's kind of overkill. Like the wheat farm that I have set up could probably feed a server.
Yeah,
and it's just for me.
Yeah.
And this is one ludicrous wheat farm too. It's got like a single switch, and you can explain it better than I can still. But there's just water and wheat, and it's overwhelming.
Oh, and does it auto farm it?
Yeah, you hit one switch, and you hit one switch, and there are four sets of pistons that pull down, and the center water block that also waters the crops then spreads over a diamond-shaped platform perfectly to each side. So it just like floods the entire thing, and you hear this nice cacophony of like little popping sounds as they filter into your inventory.
Nice.
It's music for your soul, man. Let me tell you.
That's pretty
nice.
So has Sally Struthers contacted you yet?
Not yet.
cool.
Topical humor from 1992.
I like
Yeah,
that.
good. So what do I got to bring up? What's her name from the Witch show?
And now you probably
She's
don't
doing
have
commercials
to.
now.
Yeah.
Is she?
From Sabrina the Witch or what?
No, Alyssa Milano.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here let's do a proper introduction. You only do streaming, right? You're not
Mostly,
doing...
I've been trying to branch off into YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah, I started my show about 5 months ago, beginning of August, like July 31st was my first broadcast.
Okay.
And I just decided to start streaming one day. I said, this will be fun. I've watched other streamers for other games. I didn't really see too many Minecraft streamers, and I figured why not? So I started playing adventure maps first, and I've continued to do them throughout, my broadcast career, if you want to call it a career. And just started doing a Let's Play like a month or two ago. People have really liked it, and we just have a lot of fun, with the chat being there. I feel like we're having a very community-based stream instead of just me throwing, bits across the internet and seeing if people want to watch.
Right,
So.
slinging bits.
Yeah.
So about how many people watch at any given time?
For the last couple of weeks, we've been pretty steady at about 600 for a good chunk of the show.
Wow.
We have people coming and going a lot, so I think people are crazy for watching the entire 8-hour show, but I appreciate that they do.
You
Yeah.
crazy people, you.
Yeah, we love them all, especially the poor Europeans, because I start 3 o'clock Eastern, which is like 9 o'clock at night over in Europe, and I have people who are like, I probably should have slept last night, but I watched Sil instead. I'm like, as long as you don't get fired, have to go to the hospital, I'm cool with that. I don't mind the extra viewership.
Right, and so you do survival as well as adventure maps and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
what adventures have you done so far?
Well, I've done most of Vex maps. Like I said, I started off with Legendary, which is a fairly well-known map by Vex. It's a very good, it's a very challenging map, and it's funny because I started off with that, and it took me 2 weeks of shows to beat it. And then later I said, what would be kind of fun? I should try doing a speed run of this map. So I did it in one episode later on.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
just blitzed through it. Of course, I knew where everything was, so you don't have that whole like, where do I need to go? You just have to actually get there. You have to kill the creepers and all the stuff in the way. So.
I think we have kind of avoided Vex map just because we humiliate ourselves enough on like silly maps.
Yeah, we get called out.
Yeah, I think if we were to get on a Vex map, it would be so disastrous and humiliating that I'm not sure that we could handle the spew.
Yeah, it would be dirty.
Yeah.
It'd get
Possibly.
ugly.
Yeah.
But you
So
said
let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, exactly.
for real.
I tell you what, we'll do one today. I'll handhold you guys. No problem, right?
That'd be awesome.
This is how you do it. This is a sword. Don't be afraid to swing it. It'll be okay.
Well, I've had an idea for a show for a while called Backseat Drivers, and so what we could do is Sil and I stand behind you and yell at you to do different things. We don't actually play; we just yell.
Mind that coal. Kill that creeper.
This is good. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Because we're all in the same studio right now, and we still have a couple more hours to hang out and do something after the show. So
Yeah,
we'll see
absolutely.
what comes out.
That would be fun.
I've been pondering what it would be like to like get a total non-gamer and like put them on Minecraft on like an adventure map and like do kind of the backseat driver thing and just like tell them, okay, yeah, do this, and then watch them get. I think that would be kind of funny.
Get killed repeatedly. I'm like, why is this white bony guy shooting sticks at me? What does it mean, game over? Is that good? Is that something you want?
Why do I push W?
Did I win?
Nice.
Yeah, aside from the adventure maps, we do a lot of community stuff. doing like the Race for Wool stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever played any of the Race for Wool.
We
maps.
heard of it.
set up a match with Paul Soares a few times.
Oh, there you go.
I think they're scared, so they keep backing out.
Oh, yeah.
They know how badly we're going to just
Defeat them.
Absolutely
If by
crush
them they mean ourselves.
Yeah.
Your truest enemy is yourselves, of course.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking there. They're good friends of ours, and they know how bad they're going to get reamed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's right, calling you out.
That's right.
Laying down the gauntlet.
Well, okay.
Well, then.
Mr. Hills, do you want to talk about your week?
Well, I just finished up my third season of playing a Vetch's map, and I was doing Spellbound Caves. One thing that was interesting about this, though, was I noticed that the ecosystem seems to be structured such that the people who make videos get paid by YouTube to run ads on their videos, but the people who make the maps and the mods don't get paid by YouTube. And so they might make a little bit of money here and there on AdFly, but really that didn't seem like a sustainable model to me. So I said, okay, I'm going to experiment here. I'm going to offer Vetches some money for 7-day exclusive on this map so he can watch me beta test it and do all this stuff, and he can make changes before the official release, so he gets a benefit there. The people who play it on day one, like I noticed every time he releases a map on day one, a whole bunch of people download it, start playing. 6 hours later, it's like, ooh, I got to fix this. So you can either restart or have a map that's not as good as the people who waited, you know. And in return, I would also have exclusive content for my stream. And I wanted to see kind of if that would be worthwhile to recommend to other people. Because while I selfishly would like to keep this idea to myself, I really feel like it's in the best interest of the community if people were to bid, essentially, amongst themselves. And, you know, it'd be up to individual map makers and modders to set rules like, okay, the same person can't win the auction every time, or I'm just going to go round robin and have a set price or whatnot. But I really think that for YouTubers who are in the few thousand subscriber range, paying about $200 for a week of exclusivity on a map like that can really pay off. Like, you will more than break even in YouTube revenue, and additionally, like, the actual number of subscribers and people that you get coming in to see the new thing.
Right.
And so that was kind of a big experiment. I had no idea if it was going to fail horribly, and fortunately it did not. I learned a lot of neat things, too, about how people actually watch the videos of these adventure and survival maps. Like, for example, I had a whole bunch of comments from people saying, well, normally I download the map, I beat it in like 8 hours, and then I watch your videos as they come out every day. But instead, I'm going to wait until after the map comes out, so people ignore my videos for 7 days. Then all of a sudden on the 8th day, when they beat the map, I just get this huge influx of views, and which I'm not complaining about either, you
Certainly.
know. Because that, you know, I still had more content ready for Christmas break than anybody else. So, yeah, I guess the moral of the story is, if you want to make YouTube videos that no one else is making, give money to the people that make things.
Yeah.
You will make money, they will make money, and everybody's kind of moving forward.
Yeah. That is a really good idea. Yeah, I like that, because everybody kind of wins, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not dirty, it's not undermined. It's like everyone is. It's good for everybody. It's even good for the audience. I mean, you know, that's cool. Excellent.
Well, it's good for the audience in that, like, I noticed that me and a lot of the people that I hang out with, on, like, from YouTube and people I've met, we were all playing the same maps at literally the same time.
Right.
And so, you know, our audiences would only have, you know, one thing to watch just with different commentators. So
Right.
now that forces everybody to play different stuff, too.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like it.
Well, okay. I had an interesting week.
How was
First
your
off,
Christmas?
Christmas was good. I got some good presents.
How was
Lots-
your New Year's?
Lots of games. New Year's was good. Played games, drank bubbly.
How was your Thursday?
Last Thursday, it was actually pretty bad. My kids were sick and
Well,
stayed
let's
up all
do Wednesday
night.
then.
How-
I see how this goes.
How was your last bowel movement?
It was regular.
Okay, good. All right.
Anyway,
For everyone.
Nice.
so I did, however, see that Bebop had tweeted that he was hanging out on the Minecraft Monday server last night, or night before last. So I logged on for a little while and joined Basher and Ant Venom and Bebop, and we kind of hung out a little bit. And it was kind of funny because I wasn't whitelisted on his server.
Did you tell Basher to call me?
No. Why?
Okay. We keep going back and forth, and
He mentioned that he keeps like that he wants to come on the show, but he's just like that hasn't been able to get it connected.
Okay.
So, but he's he wants to
go
come
on.
So anyway,
Bebop.
so we kind of hung
Monday
out,
server.
and I noticed something weird. Like, so I'm hanging out on the server trying to be social, and I start starving.
It's scary at first, isn't it? You're like, what hit me?
Yeah, and so like I'm beginning to kind of dislike the whole like must eat thing, because if you're just hanging out chatting, it's kind of annoying. Because I wasn't there to play the game. I was there to hang out with people, and I logged on and I hadn't farmed anything, and I like am begging mods. I'm like, hey, can I have some food? Can I have some food quick? You know?
Yeah.
And so I'm getting kind of weird on the whole food thing. I think there needs to be some ways to define that you don't have to eat.
Well, and I
see
mean,
that.
there are, though. I mean, they just chose on that server to make it where you had to eat. So you should get mad at Bebop.
There you go.
That's right.
Aim your ire at the person who's responsible.
Yeah. Well, still.
Pretty much just stop being his friend from now on.
Okay, Keith, we're done.
If you're anything like me,
Ouch.
when I'm hanging around chatting, I'm usually jumping on every single piece of terrain in the area while I'm talking. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm fidgety as crap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'll drink. I'm like, I just ate a second ago. What happened to all of my little pork chop icons?
Right.
Yeah.
I like those.
Well, I'm like jumping all over the place, doing, slash jump to and, going to like tops of things. And then I'm like, I'm starving, slash I need food. And I didn't have those commands, so it's like, it's also that horror of, which commands do I have? How can I fix this? Can I make it over there and grab whatever that is?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That happened to me too this week.
So, but I had fun chatting with. It was funny because Venom logged off like right before I joined the Skype call, and then he had to come back on. He's like, "Oh, I had to come back and join it."
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, and he's going to be on the show in February.
Yes.
Yes.
In February.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I got to actually change the calendar because he had to change dates. So we'll get that all set up. We got a lot of people coming up, though.
Yep.
Excellent.
Mr. Eric, did
Yes.
you get anything accomplished this week besides editing some amazing videos?
Amazing videos.
Yes, I've been editing.
You've been shipwrecked.
Yes, Quest World Shipwrecked. I believe we talked about this last week, but we have put them out. And in fact, the first episode got on the front page of the Minecraft forums and sent a ton of new people our way, a lot of new subscribers that are probably watching this video right now on YouTube.
What up?
And hello, I hope you enjoy your stay. And like these adventures, we have lots more planned. And this one has been crazy. Everyone keeps telling us to do things like, oh my god, you missed that sign, how can you be so blind? Oh my god, in Handy's house there's a dirt wall and there's a painting, look behind the painting, there's a chest. Oh my god, I can't believe you didn't see that.
Yeah.
But what they don't know is we do that on purpose. To give them
yeah,
stuff
absolutely.
to make
Yeah,
posts.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
the ticket.
Always
You're creating
intentional.
opportunities for listener interaction.
Yeah.
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 Have the same thing happen in my show. I'll be going through a cave and somebody be like, Sil, there's diamonds. I swear there's diamonds. And I'll be like, okay, where's the diamonds? And it turns out they're just like, just kidding.
Nice,
really?
nice. That's pretty funny.
Oh, man.
But we like all of your comments. They're funny, and we know that you're not too mad at us for sucking.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're a lot of fun, and we have a couple more we're gonna start doing right away. And also, my father, who knows nothing about Minecraft and doesn't play and doesn't really, follow anything like that or podcasts I'm doing or anything like that, gave me a foam axe for Christmas.
Oh,
I was
no
like,
way.
whoa.
Nice.
Oh, all right.
I was like, wow, that is the craziest thing. So I took a picture of it. It's on my Twitter account. Follow me on @Nailhead. See, I pulled a Brent there.
Yeah.
Why is that a
good.
Brent?
What?
That's an @Brent Copeland.
That's an @Brent
Oh,
that's
Copeland
an
joke,
@Brent.
right?
Yeah.
You guys
Anyway.
could be a regular at Joe Hills if you just get your hair a little bit nice.
Nice.
At CilantroGamer. It took me 6 months to grow this beard, believe it or not. So there you go.
What do you think about this at Wes Wilson?
At Wes Wilson is pleased.
Okay.
Awesome.
Anyway.
I have to know what material is the axe made of.
Oh, that's right. Back to at the Shaft podcast. It's made out of foam.
Well, right, but I mean, is it a diamond axe or is it?
It's
yeah.
a
Iron.
Yeah, I guess it's iron, right?
That's pretty solid, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I thought that was really cool.
That's awesome.
I got other presents and cool stuff. Also, New Year's Eve, I spent it in the Shaftlands. I didn't really have any plans for New Year's Eve. In fact, I wanted to go over to Wes's house and play some games and stuff, but I didn't have, I don't have car insurance or license plate or anything like that, and I don't want to be driving around, Anyway, so I just kind of stayed in, and then I saw a tweet from Chromie who said there's going to be fireworks on the shaft. The Shaftlands.
Ooh, that's awesome.
It's like, what? Really? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I stayed home, went under the Shaftlands. In fact, I invited Beverly there. I showed her around the Shaftlands for the first time, and we ended up building a love nest. It's pretty cool.
Aww.
Did y'all have crazy sex in the love nest?
Yikes!
Is that personal? Is that too personal?
Anyway, we breeded some sheep.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
I knew y'all did something.
Anyway,
How euphemistic.
Indeed.
it was a really awesome time. Lots of fireworks and
Beverly's in the chat room. She's like, "What?"
Sorry, Beverly.
What?
Oops. That's awesome. Anyway, so me and Beverly, and we went to like this VIP like little stage.
I bet y'all did.
And watched the fireworks. It was really cool. And then right before the fireworks start, I start getting hunger, right? I'm like, my bar's going down, and I'm like, I'm going to sit here and die. And then we got like 2 minutes until midnight, and the fireworks are going to go. Everybody on the server decided that Central Standard Time was the time to do the fireworks. And
can you not slash God anymore?
I was /godded, I think. Oh, does that work?
Or just go into creative mode.
But I was getting hungry. I could see it. It was shaking. It was going down. I was like, oh, great. So I was doing /I pork chop, and it was like, ID unknown. I'm like looking around trying to figure it out. Apparently.
Bacon.
What?
Bacon.
Is it really bacon?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I found that it was /I pork.
Yeah.
And that
They
worked.
put a whole bunch of different
Oh,
IDs.
but why not pork chop? It's
don't
kind of
know.
lame. Anyway, figured it out. I probably wouldn't have even thought about that if it wasn't for Wes's awesome hunger story earlier.
My awesome hunger story.
Anyway, so fireworks, a bunch of TNT launchers launched right up in the air. Boom, boom, boom. It was really cool. And then after that, they blew up the entire compound, like all the launchers and all the circuitry that was associated with it. So everything just went up. And anyway, it was a good time. Good time.
Cool.
I liked it a lot. And got to explore lots of cool stuff on the Shaftlands that I haven't seen before. And so, yay. Woohoo! What about it at Brent Copeland? What you up to this week?
Same old stuff. I've actually been working on getting my setup for streaming like perfected, or actually started where I can do it properly. So I actually ended up moving my Testes map. I was playing with Testes.
Oh, that's right.
Onto a
That's your seed. Right?
our private server that we do the filming on, so I can just turn it on and off whenever we want. But now I can get some like camera shots in the air. I don't know, someone's calling me.
Okay.
But so I was working on getting that set up. And so I think we'll have some videos soon. I was actually working on my wheat farm. It is not nearly as impressive as yours. I've got to manually do everything.
If it makes wheat, that's all that matters.
Oh, I'm not sure if it does yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll see tomorrow.
Maybe, yeah, okay, there you go.
Do you also sprinkle a little cilantro on your wheat?
I do. It's something that I like to get involved into pretty much everything. Cilantro and waffles are kind of my two things. By waffles, I mean hatches. Everything I ever decorate in Minecraft, it always ends up looking a lot better if it's got waffles on it.
I like the waffles.
Yeah. Like the victory monuments in the challenge maps, when you have the wool all nice and pretty lined up, I have to put waffles on it, or it's just not right. Yeah.
Have you ever made a giant waffle maker? Like a waffle iron, I guess is what it's called.
Oh, man, that's a good idea. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to make a monument in my Let's Play world. I'm going to have to mine up a lot of obsidian for that, though.
That'd be pretty sweet, huh?
You're putting me to work, but
there you go.
That'll be the monument for me being on the shaft.
Your new task. That's right.
So, yeah, that's a lot of fun. My kids got some creeper heads for Christmas. So they were digging those, running around with their lightsabers and creepers' heads. It was pretty humorous.
Weird.
But my girl wanted a creeper necklace. They have those now, too. She's 5, and kind of creeped me out a little bit, but she liked that stuff. And they were out, unfortunately, so couldn't get that.
Oh.
And
pretty sad story.
besides that, just been working on getting people scheduled for the show, and just so we can update that. We've got Ron Smalek for the 8th. That's next week. And then Luckland's going to return on the 15th. Then we have AK Spartan Killer on the 29th. Sean V. Martin on February 5th.
Nice.
2 Girls, 1 Minecraft on February 12th.
Woot.
And then I believe Ant Venom will be on the 19th. But I've got a update calendar for that.
That's a good lineup. That deserves one of these.
Nice. So we have now a date open, the 22nd. So we'll look to fill that. And then we'll be set for almost 2 months.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get Sly Fox in or Ethos for the 22nd.
That's right. That's right.
We got contacts now.
Contacts. That's
Supposedly. I might know some people.
right.
I'm not a spokesperson, but, you know.
I was going to say, I can try and get Uncle Venom in here, too.
Uncle Venom?
I see what you did there.
You know, like Aunt Venom.
And Uncle Godfather together.
No,
their
never
love
mind.
child. They had a love child?
I got it. It was funny.
That's the joke.
It gets one of these. There you go.
He's a regular nailhead Joel.
Hey, that was not a good one.
No, I was out of sentence words by the end of that.
Yeah. Thanks, Uncle Head.
Yay.
Wait.
Huh?
Wait, what?
And so I'll get the show back on the tracks here.
There you go.
And besides that, I've been listening to some Audible. I've got some Star Wars books to kind of get in the mood for the Old Republic. I've been playing that a little bit too. So this is the time where we can talk about Audible. You had some things you wanted to mention today, Wesley?
Yeah. Well, you know, if you go to audibletrial.com/theshaft, you can get a 14-day free trial. And if you do that, you get a free book download, and then you get 1 free credit, and then you can, if you stay a member, you get 1 free credit a month for $14.95. And there's like 100,000 titles to download from. And my recommendation this week is Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book. And this was a Hugo Award winner for Best Novel in 2009. It was also a Newbery Award winner. And the description is: Nobody Owens, known to his friends as Bod, a normal boy. He would be completely normal if he didn't live in a sprawling graveyard, being raised and educated by ghosts with a solitary guardian who belongs to neither the world of the living nor the world of the dead.
Oh, it's like a horror book.
Well, it's like a kid's book.
Okay.
So it's not a horror book.
Okay, so it's narrated by Neil Gaiman. So what does he sound like?
I don't know if it's narrated by him, but it is an.
It definitely says it.
Oh, really?
You want to hear a little sample?
Sure,
tiny
yeah.
sample? Okay,
That's
here we
good.
go.
It was a teddy bear. There was no child. The man Jack's eyes were accustomed to the dim moonlight, so he had no desire to turn on an electric light. And light was not that important, after all. He had other skills.
Oh.
The man Jack sniffed the air. He ignored the scents that had come into the room with him, dismissed the scents that he could safely ignore, honed in on the smell of the thing he had come to find. He could smell the
Okay.
Okay, excellent.
So that's what he sounds like.
Yep,
got a
and this
silky
was
voice.
an Audie Award winner. An Audie Award winner for Audible books for Audiobook of the Year in 2009, and also Audie Award winner for Kids 8 to 12 2009. So yeah, you should get Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book and a free trial to Audible.
Nice.
And I've got 2 selections. This is in honor of Tor coming out. Star Wars The Old Republic Deceived and Star Wars The Old Republic Revan. I haven't listened to them yet, but I listened to a prequel to them that is really good. And I'm actually getting these before my credits run out. Well, not run out, but you can only roll over like 5 credits.
Yeah.
So I've got 5 credits, and I've got to use at least one of them. So I'm going to get it right now. I actually just got it. I hit complete purchase.
Sweet.
It was free. They're also having something, and this is a members-only thing right now, holiday release sale for 100 unabridged books, $9.95 each. So if you're a member, you can get things basically a lot cheaper than you could normally once you're a member. So,
And what's that URL?
that's audibletrial.com /the
The
shaft.
Shaft. All right.
Don't just say all right and point at me
What?
because
Okay.
I've got
Okay.
like a bunch of stuff to put my finger through.
Yikes.
From the Minecraft Daily, news and updates.
In the news this week.
So Notch was voted IGN's Game Person of the Year in 2011.
Wow, that's so last year.
I know.
All right, moving on.
I like your tweet from earlier today, though.
What was that?
That's the one that said, 2011 feels like yesterday.
That's right.
Very good.
Clever. I'm sure that's not on a website of clever tweets to use the day after.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a tweet generator. Like,
Yeah.
what do I tweet today? It's January 1st. Oh, here's a list of things.
Yes, that's exactly
We should
what it
start
is.
that site.
We should.
It's already done.
But
so
anyway,
are they getting into like Time Magazine territory here? IGN wants to be like Person of the Year.
I think everybody feels the need to make lists at the end of the year. Because I even catch myself looking at them. I saw one list today that was really compelling. It was the top, the 10 indie games to look for in 2012. And I'm like, oh, that's a good list. And I'm sure people do their, hey.
Top 10 podcasts to
Yep.
listen to in 2012.
Yep. I mean,
yeah.
yep.
Just search for Dead Workers Party on
Exactly.
iTunes,
Absolutely.
really.
All the best podcasts. Deadworkers.com/network.
So, and what's great is, they ended the year with that, and then old LA Times is going to come up with one of the people to watch in 2012.
Yeah.
Notch. Notch is one of them.
LA Times.
Wow.
Isn't he? I mean, I know he stepped away from Minecraft, but isn't he now going to start focusing on just trying to make up new games? Like, I've heard something about that.
Yeah.
And that's cool that he's been able to sort of build up to be able to do that. Because obviously with Minecraft, I don't think anybody expected something like this to be that. But I'm sure Notch didn't expect it to be as big as it is.
No.
And the fact that he can use the background of Minecraft to start exploring other ideas, that's really cool. It's almost hard to believe that it's technically an indie game and an indie company as big as it is.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. It's as big as a like a huge EA thing, like Assassin's Creed or Skyrim or something. But it feels kind of like a hometown, like the community. You know what I mean? It feels more friendly. Like a little town.
Well, I'm sure, though, in a few years, we're going to start seeing, like, the equivalents of the Madden series, where, you've got your Mojang Spleef 2016, and, you've got your Brent Copeland and your Wes Wilson, and you all have your different stats, and they have to update the models every year. Every year, you got to buy a Spleef 2017, Spleef 2018.
I'll tell you right now, don't use the Brent Copeland for your Spleef player.
man.
'Cause you will-
Yeah.
I want Joe Hills on my team.
So I like
as
how
long as it's voiced.
we're part of this marketing monstrosity.
Well, of course.
Well, I was going to say, like, we're the NBA of Minecraft.
That's
Indeed.
right. That's awesome. All right. It'll happen. It'll be a sad day, and we'll all cry in the corner.
Well, talking about a sad day, Minecraft Chick has left the U.S. for a year.
Oh,
That's right.
She's
pretty cool, though.
touched down in Sweden to join the rest of the Mojangers.
I like how you put Mojanglers in
I
there.
didn't do that.
Mojanglers.
Yeah, that's what
Ostergali.
Ostergali put it in there.
Mojanglers.
The Mojanglers.
Mojanglers.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you can actually keep up with her on her blog, 365 Days in Sweden. I've already watched the first video. You get some insight onto how she's doing. Looks
Yeah,
like
that was good. Couple days so far, 3 days so far, I think.
Yep.
And throw some comments down.
Yeah.
Give her some love.
I'll have to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah,
haven't
it's
gotten
cool.
around to it yet.
It's pretty awesome. And
I mean,
she's, digging, like, listening to ABBA. Did you know ABBA is Swedish?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
I've loved ABBA since like high school and stuff. And it's like I never even realized they were.
And now you're
Swedish.
gonna quit listening to them?
How could you not know they were Swedish?
I don't know. It's disco. How do you really
Well, that's
distinguish?
that's what disco is in Swedish. ABBA.
You sound very
Yeah.
cultured, and you
I
sound like
am.
you know what you're saying.
Very cultured.
Indeed.
Okay. Are Bee Gees also Swedish?
No.
No.
See,
they're
then
German.
why not?
Yeah.
Huh? It sounds like they should be Swedish.
They're Swahili.
No, no, they're German.
Cool.
They're German, and Bee Gees is German for disco.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're German.
Yeah.
Let's drink to that.
And Diana Ross is Mexican. And Diana Ross is Mexican for disco.
That's right. That's
Because Mexican is a language.
I'm gonna go ahead and edit Wikipedia to reflect that fact real quick.
Joe Hills is American for disco.
Nice.
An American is also a language.
I speak it fluently.
You do, yeah, that's right.
Joe Hills is what it sounds like with the accent.
Oh, with the accent. Okay.
Joe Heels.
Staying alive.
Okay, so we also got here the game that I guess this came out of the JavaScript like fight that Notch was in.
Ludum
Dare.
Is it Ludum Dare or Ludum Dare?
I always say Dare, but I also say a lot of things.
It sounds much more majestic if you say Ludum Dare.
Yes.
Instead of Ludum Dare.
See, I said it.
Joe.
I said it that way.
Sounds like you're from Nashville or something when you say like that.
Yeah.
So Minecraft came out of that, right? That's where he made that?
Yeah.
I tried to play like the first level of that. We were going to do a little Let's Play on it.
Should we?
There's some out there.
A little cinematic crazy thing?
Well, maybe we should wait till it settles because he's changing the name already to Mini Tales. Or maybe it's Mini Tales. I'm not sure yet.
He's going to get sued by the Duck Tallies, folks, and it's going to be a big thing.
Woohoo! Awesome. Well, I think we should play it.
Yes. So Friday also saw Wondercraft, Sam Cube and his wife bringing home their little boy, Noel, home from the hospital weighing a little over 7 pounds.
Or is that Noel?
I believe it's Noel. I could be wrong.
I don't know if
about
it's
that.
like a Christmas reference.
Oh, yeah.
Noel.
And Sam Cube's the coolest guy. Sam's awesome.
No one?
I know it, but you know.
We were enjoying your rendition of it.
I am the Joe Hills from Nashville.
Nashville.
Beautiful.
Nashville. It's only an hour and a half from Huntsville. And this is Joe Hills and Cilantro drove down here today.
So anyway, congratulations to Sam Cube and his baby boy.
The Shaft Podcast had a baby boy?
I was saying, you weren't listening to me. I was talking
All
about
right,
Sam
congratulations, Sam Cube.
Yes, Sam.
That's awesome.
And your wife.
Enjoy never sleeping again.
Cube. Yes.
That's right.
And I hope you liked having friends and any spontaneity in your life.
Oh, the memories.
I think you should do a drawing. You know, like how people do like the daily mug?
Yeah.
And then they'll do like, a year in the life of whoever. I think you should draw a picture of your child from now till they're 18.
That would be cool.
Every single day, and then do it like a daily mug all the way up.
That would be really cool.
And then sell it as, I don't know, a flip book.
Yep.
It'd be like chapters.
Brilliant idea.
Thanks. I got,
I'd even
come
say
up
it's
with these
riveting. What? That's a good word, right? It's a good adjective.
Yeah, if you're in World War II.
All right, excellent. Also in the news, what else is in the news?
Let's see. We got Crystal Crow. We talked about her in last episode.
Yes.
Now she's trying to raise money to get herself a camper. So that's on the way to today. And there's more details on her blog, which we'll link to. So head over there, and if you can, help her out.
Cool. Donations have already started pouring in, and that's cool. You guys should come down here to Huntsville and stay some nights over here in the camper.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. We'll stay right here in the studio.
Yep.
Be
You can
sweet.
steal our Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we'll do some Let's Plays.
We got to fix our Wi-Fi first, I think.
It'll take a while for them to get out here.
I mean, if you're going to do like a tour or like move around or anything, for sure, the invitation's there. So, that'd be a party. So let's move it on.
How about you move it on?
Move it on.
You move it on. You're a move it on.
Status. 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 Status.
Why is it status?
Status. 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 Status.
What's going on?
Hey, you remember how we used to have bumpers?
Yeah.
Now we just have button mashing madness.
Nice.
Status. Status. Status.
Yay, that was the wrong bumper.
Brand. Could it get idioter than this?
Wow,
can't.
that was very
We're
strange.
gonna have to
Like-
take the iPad away from Brent.
Okay,
Really? Come
Yes.
on. That's some classic stuff right there. People be talking about that for years, probably subscribing right now.
Yeah.
all right. So now it's time for listener contributions. You probably wouldn't know it from the bumpers we just played.
No,
but-
that was my own contribution.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay.
I'm a
There-
listener every once in a while.
okay.
I mean, I have to listen to us when we record it.
That's right. That's
So
right.
I contributed that.
I loved it. It was riveting.
And I'm sure someone out there could do better.
From World War II.
Do it better.
Absolutely.
So we have some listener contributions. The first is from Moan2, and he wanted to give a little tip for people who are going caving, and that is use jack-o'-lanterns. They're better than torches in two ways. First, they are 1 light level brighter, and 2, the faces face you. So as long as your back is to the exit when you place the pumpkin, you can go the way the faces point to head to the cave exit.
Oh.
So
Very
it's like
good.
leaving a breadcrumb.
Oh.
I thought this one was a pretty good one.
That is pretty
that's
good.
cool.
It's like the placing the torches on the right side of the wall, but you got faces to stare at you instead.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Exactly.
That's cool.
And he pointed out that it wasn't really feasible back in beta, but now that pumpkins are farmable, you can grow your own, make lots of jack-o'-lanterns,
Yeah.
and you're set.
Excellent tip.
Yeah, and you could even write some sort of little mnemonic device for like, see the pumpkin's eyes, head toward the surprise. See the pumpkin's backs, you're on the right tracks.
There you go, man. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
It's kind of creepy, actually.
I do
Yeah.
my best.
Well, let's see. Candons does their best too, and they write to us saying, "I am an op on a server and was playing for a couple of days when I had to go for a car ride. I was trying to think about the server, and my sister was making a lot of noise and making it difficult to think. I took blah blah. I took it for a while. Then, when I could stand it no more, I turned around and said, 'Be quiet, or I'll ban you.' I immediately face-palmed, realizing what I had said. Thanks, guys, and love your show."
Jeez.
Yeah.
Ban people from the car.
Banning your own siblings, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're bigger than your sister, just invest in duct tape. Bring it with you wherever you go. There's many uses.
True.
Once I had kids, we started investing in duct tape, and it just worked
understand.
out well.
I understand.
Wow.
Duct tape futures.
I just keep the kids in the trunk.
In the trunk.
Yeah, as long as you knock some holes in the side of the trunk and let it vent, the carbon
Some air
monoxide doesn't build up in there.
Nice. I had
So
to
the
shoot
car
it.
backfiring.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are good clues for Sam Cube and his new kid.
That's right.
Yes, this is the Family
Poke holes.
Minecraft podcast.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Well, those were excellent. I enjoyed those a lot. They were riveting.
Excavation station.
Excavation station.
So our first excavation station here is from an anonymous listener. He had 2 recommendations.
Or is that anonymous?
I misspelled it.
Looks like anonymous.
Oh,
yeah.
No, if it was a mouse, it would not have a U in it.
Looks like a mouse.
It is a not a mouse. Yes.
Not a
Anyway,
mouse, or it
You know,
is a
Mighty
mouse?
Mouse's alter ego.
So first, you should be able to use shears to cut long grass, and then you could dry it in some way to make hay bales. Then you place the hay bales near the animals, and they'll eat it. And the more they eat, the more beef, chicken, pork chops they drop. So you can fatten up your animals.
Oh, I like that.
I want to have a hay bale house so that my pet wolf can blow it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. I like that
I
too.
do too.
I thought something similar. Having a massive wheat farm. If you have a lot of extra seeds, why can't you feed like seeds to chickens? Why can't you use that as the food to make the chickens make little
That's a good
baby
point.
chickens?
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. So the second one is he wants villagers to give missions. So for instance, like one might want some iron in exchange for wheat from his garden, which seems kind of silly because you can just go steal his wheat anyway,
Yeah, that's true.
But then they'll feel bad. Have you seen how sad those guys look already?
Well, that's true. but like, he could ask for 12 cooked pork chops and he'll give you 20 arrows. And I think that might be, something that you would normally craft that would take multiple ingredients. Maybe these villagers already have them and they'll trade you for, one ingredient things. I think that's kind of a cool idea. I give it a thumbs up.
I think I could get 20 arrows much faster than 12 cooked pork chops, though.
Really?
Yeah. And that's without even fighting. I mean, each day there's at least 3 dead skeletons outside my house dropping like 2 arrows apiece.
Yeah.
If I actually go hunting,
You could also do like special equipment that has enchantments that you can't get from the normal enchanting table. And
Yeah.
so let's say that there's like a village out in the middle of the desert, and they say, "Hey, if you bring us, 20 stacks of cobble, we'll give you this magical sword or something like that," because they don't have any cobble out there.
Oh yeah.
So instead of it just being like, "Go get me wheat," it's "Go bring me something from this other village" or whatever.
so really, this is just hey, we want quests in the game.
Yeah.
More or less,
Yeah, basically.
I mean, just because someone gives you a bad quest as an example doesn't mean that should shoot the whole idea down.
Yes.
Horrible example of a quest.
So you pretty much made Brent angry.
Yeah, he's
well,
raging.
he's a non-moose anyway. I don't know who this is.
Look, his eyes are flaring red.
That's right.
I see what you did there.
Okay, well, the next one. Hey, Cilantro, you want to do the next one?
This is 7, Black Knight 7 right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sticky blocks. Sticking 2 blocks together for working with pistons. So I would imagine you have a block that you put next to the piston, and that also will attach to whatever's behind it. It, of course, would be best for sticky pistons, I would imagine.
Well, I would imagine you could take a sticky, like you would take a sticky piston. Well, this would take 2 blocks and put it together, and then if you put a sticky piston on it, those 2 blocks would move. with
Oh,
regard
I
to the
see.
piston.
Okay. Yeah. I love doing things with pistons, like trying to make piston elevators. I think something like that would probably make doing that a lot easier. If you
Yeah.
can manipulate, if you can have blocks that are attached with each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. There has to be some reason they haven't done it yet, though. Like, it seems that there's probably something horrible you can do with it.
Very possibly.
So-
Or all the interaction with like gravity affected blocks could
Yeah.
be hard to code to make sure that they all fall properly or something.
Yeah.
Like are those affect like will the stickiness override gravity
Yeah.
if you're picking up sand with a sticky block?
It could be they coded it to be where a sticky piston is really like a vehicle, like a boat.
Yeah.
So it can only have one block in it
Yep,
at a time.
that's a good
right?
point. Yeah.
And
Very possible.
Did you know that, Joe Hills? Did you know that vehicles in Minecraft can only carry one person at a time by the way it's coded?
I did not know that, Wes. You are truly a fountain of knowledge. If you were a fountain of youth, you would probably be visited more often, but I still appreciate the knowledge.
Yeah.
Certainly.
and less gray hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't tell if this was
I
the
had
name.
sad.
Sorry, I'm not always the
The player
kindest.
name is first.
Okay, so I kind of like the other way though.
Yeah, no.
Like, let's just call this guy Minecraft Player Database, and he wants giant-sized chips.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. You can combine a lot of other things into blocks for storage, Why not have giant-sized chips?
Absolutely.
So, okay, so this is from Giant-Sized Chips. He wants Minecraft Player Database. Database would be a way to keep track of all the Minecraft players. You could search a username, and their wrong way spelled there, but anyway, their information would come up with some various information, such as what servers they have been on, and their band listings, and other stuff like that. This is just an idea floating around in my head.
Okay.
I think it would make it much easier to stalk Notch and Easy.
Certainly.
I think so. I don't doubt it will ever be implemented.
Yeah.
That is
right.
Well, and when people
That's
do
true.
the fake stuff and make it look like there's someone else, would that mess up this,
Well,
whatever?
The server plugin.
It
Yeah.
seems like not every game has a list of celebrities, or you know what I mean? Like Minecraft has a big list of famous people or people that are well known just because they play the game. It's just kind of a weird thing, and I think this would be a bad idea. I don't know. With the whole soccer thing.
Yeah,
Plus
I don't know.
giant
if it was
sized
an
chips.
opt-out kind of thing, or
But what does that
It's-
mean?
it's
What does that
gonna be
have to
like
do with
a-
a giant chip? Like I was
Yeah,
getting
I guess
Dorito.
not,
I was getting
that
mad.
was his name.
Oh.
That's what I was saying. I think we
Oh,
would
I
have
thought that
liked.
was
up
the-
a little bit.
Because I was getting some mad Dorito fingers the other night when I was playing, and a big chip is not a good idea.
No, Big Chip's great idea. Then you just hold it once and kind of nibble off.
There you
and
go.
Don't get a whole bunch of.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They could maybe do some kind of a karma system where if somebody's on your server and you like what they do, you can just give them a thumbs up, and then when they log into somebody else's server, it's like, oh, this is Joe Hills. He's got 135 karma. Obviously, people like him. That
We've-
could also
Cool.
be abusable
Well,
too.
yeah, we've seen
but
bad
Yeah.
things come of that stuff.
That's true. Clicks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess so.
Just look at. There's a video online. I think it's Beds in the Nether. It has a lot of thumbs down for some reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I don't
thumbs
know
down.
like over 50%. I think.
One of
Yeah.
our-
Well,
Wow,
then-
you're in Rebecca Black territory there.
Yeah,
that's
Oh,
right.
wow,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it is the Rebecca Black of
Minecraft
YouTube.
videos.
They wanted a
Minecraft
double-ended
videos.
lightsaber. Is that what it was?
Huh?
Oh yeah. It's a red lightsaber at that
Yeah.
point. Really.
It's a red and a green one. Yeah.
Yeah,
One for each side.
that's right.
So our next one is from Sam, and he wants candles. And what he wants is he wants you to be able to place a torch on a cake so it would become a cake candle.
You know, like for birthdays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you have to become a beekeeper then
I
to get
don't.
the wax for the
Wax.
candles?
I don't know. I think it's just a torch. You just stick a torch in the middle
just
of your
torches
cake.
on it.
Okay.
Okay, well,
That's
you
kind of
know.
cool.
Well, I mean, you got to throw the cake at someone to give it to them anyway, right?
Right.
So just make a fake cake out of whatever you want and put some torches on it like candles.
Done.
Well, you know.
That's kind of fancy. All right.
Okay, that Ferguson kid wants fire illumination. When players catch on fire, they should illuminate the environment around them.
Don't they?
No, and it's really weird when you shoot mobs with the stuff that sets them on fire. Like, you really feel, or like if I hit somebody with a fire sword,
Yeah.
yeah, I would expect that mob to then light up the environment, and of course they don't.
They should. I agree.
Absolutely. And
Yep.
so you can, and you should also make it so if you hold the torch, it lights the area up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard Notch say that, but in the past that it's too hard to code something like that, and then
Yes.
I've seen mods that do it without bogging the system down at all. So
Oh really?
we're not talking bad about Notch or anything, but
Yes, you are.
okay. Sorry.
No, and we got some complaints in the chat room about how sucky all these submissions are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you know, I'm not saying anything about whether they're sucky or not, or how sucky they are. I'm not sure if there's a scale for how sucky they are.
Oh, yeah.
But if you don't like them, you know what? Submit your own ideas, and
Oh, yeah.
our good pal Astrogali will maybe not rage so much and have a delight. He will be like, delightful suggestion. Let me put it in the dump.
Dicks that-
That's
Yes.
right. And then he'll be like, "Ooh, I'm Harry Potter."
So what
No,
is it? theshaftpodcast.com/submit.
Just go to thechefpodcast.com and look for it.
Submit to the Chef
is it
podcast.
submit?
Well, I thought the giant-sized chip was a great idea. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's the shaftpodcast.com/p/contact-us.html.
Oh.
Isn't that great? Yeah,
Yeah.
just go to the shaftpodcast.com and click on submit.
There you go.
Do we want to move
That'll
on?
do it.
Moving on, but I don't think we do. Aren't there more here?
Yeah, but let's skip them.
Okay, let's skip them. I think I see something over here.
All right.
Sightings.
So beautiful. Oh my god. It's so intense.
So intense.
So intense.
So intense.
So intense.
So,
So
this,
I had a dream last night that I was in two TVs.
two.
Sorry, it was too intense or something.
I was gonna say, so intense would probably be a really important job if you're like in the Civil War.
Yes.
You gotta make. You don't want holes in your tents.
That's,
That's
right.
true.
So
Or riveting in the World
it
War
could be very
II.
riveting as well. Yeah.
But really,
They're
why
covering
they
all of
refuse
them.
to identify you by your gender identification? I mean, it's so intense.
Yeah.
You know, it's he. He's so intense.
He's or she. You know.
Yeah.
She's
This
so
sounds like a
intense as well.
Kesha song.
Yeah.
He's so intense. No, it sounds like ABBA, actually. You know, the Swedish people.
And it all comes full circle.
So, Joe, you were recommending this first video, weren't you?
Well, both Sil and I were recommending this first
Absolutely.
video. The airship battle launch trailer from Deuteroid. I was going to read the URL, and then I realized it was a jumble of letters after YouTube. So
Yes.
not reading that aloud.
It'll be in the show notes.
It'll be in the show notes, yeah. But Deuteroid has been working very hard to make this map. It's essentially two wooden airships astride each other in the sky, and each airship has an obsidian core with lava inside of it, and you want to board the other people's airships, knock out the obsidian around the core so the lava falls below the keel, I believe, on the ship, and that's the win condition. And Sil's played this a few more times than I have, so jump in.
It's a lot of fun, and it's one of those things. If you have like 10 or 20 buddies sitting around, you know, if you have like a big gaming group, it's not that hard to get it thrown on a server, and the games go really quick, 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes at most, and the action's always intense because if one enemy player gets onto your ship, they can wreak so much havoc. They can just walk up to your stash and blow it up with TNT. There's very few. It's not a very structured game. Any way you can win is fair game as long as you go into the right path, because the spawn forks out for each team.
Yeah.
So it's butterheads versus fishnets. You wear helmets to identify yourself. It's really cool. kind of the pet names that we came up with each other. And I believe there's a server plugin that's being worked on or is done where it'll actually force you to have your team's helmet at all times. Because of course, gold equipment isn't exactly the most sturdy nor chain.
Yeah.
So if you have a full suit of diamond, your helmet's likely to break before you'll even get close to dying. But with the server plugin that I think someone's working on, it'll make it so that you're a butterhead for life. So
yeah, this looks so good.
Butterhead.
Yeah, go and check this trailer out. It is so incredible. We have to do this. We have to find some team members and some people to get to be not on our team.
So I guess
you are all welcome to do it on my show at any time.
We need
do
friends
it on a
and
pretty
enemies.
regular basis. So
I guess a 3v3 isn't enough to do it.
It's doable, but I would say 5v5 is about the lowest you'd want to go, because it's too obvious when someone's coming across in 3v3 because it's a third of your team. So you can just look over the bow and say, hey, that's my ship you're coming towards. Hey, hang on.
Yeah, I guess it's like playing TF2 with 3 on a side.
Exactly.
It's kind of like
it's doable, but much more entertaining if you have a lot of people, because then it's like, hey, actually their entire team is making a bridge across. Okay, you have 12 people trying to board your ship all at once, and it makes it a lot more.
How many is too
thrilling.
many people?
We've done as much as 20 versus 20, and it's harder to get organized with that many people, especially if you're trying to keep up a rotation. If you have a lot of people that you want to get rotated in and out, it's certainly hard to keep them, whitelisted and then de-whitelist the people who you're sort of phasing out. But 20 versus 20 still plays well. And it's interesting because even if your ship is almost entirely destroyed, you can still pull off a victory, because there's a path to get to the diamond equipment. If you see in the trailer, there's a giant diamond cannon. And that's sort of like the long-term resources that you have available to yourself. There's cobblestone on the ship, there's plenty of iron on the ship, and there's plenty of diamonds. So even if most of it's destroyed, you can still get to the point. Even if it's looks like a stalemate, you can still get to the point where you can win. So, and it makes for a very interesting game when it's gone that long, and all of a sudden somebody gets the equipment they need to lock down the victory. It's one of those big, we did it.
Yeah,
Sweet.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So our next submission is a mildly festive tale, and this is from the Half Bakes, and they got a bunch of the Minecraft community members to make an 11-minute video. The townspeople of Tuscany are terrorized by a horde of denizens summoned by a group of dastardly necromancers. Will the townsfolk win?
Nice.
Very interesting. So everybody go check out the show notes and go watch this one.
Half bakes.
It will keep you very interested.
And then our last video,
Hodge Josh.
Yeah.
Remember we're talking about Hodge Josh's new song last week, Down, Dig It Down, Down, Minecraft parody. And, he finally made a music video for it, and it's up. Check it out. Hodge Josh in the Hurls, West Coast. Actually, he's East Coast.
See, he did exactly what we told him to have it done by that night. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, he had it done within seconds.
Well, and I think he said
impressive.
if people go and watch it right now and it gets to, let's see, it's at 1379. If it gets to 1,500 views by the end of the night, that he will do 5 more videos by next week.
Yep.
Nice.
That'll be awesome.
So,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Go check it out.
Yeah, go check the video out, and then he'll have 5 more videos to make.
Yes.
He's like, you guys.
You have my sympathies in advance.
We also had the mod team for the official Shaft mod. Jaden was sick this week, so and I think they were busy doing stuff, so they didn't get to actually send in some info about it, but they're working hard on it, and they sent us an email about getting on a server to stream it and talk about it, which we will get set up and do, because we can't wait to see it and play it and, tell you more about it.
Yeah.
And get better, Jaden.
And also, did we not get to put in a link to Ars Malik's new trailer teaser?
We haven't put it in here, but we can.
Jupiter? Is this Jupiter?
Yes. So I hope that everybody got a chance to check out our series Mars Mission. It is an amazing science fiction adventure map by Ron Smalek, who goes by R Smalek on YouTube. Anyway, well, this is the next one. It's just a teaser trailer, but it's a Jupiter, and it kind of has the same theme. It has the same bots, the little colorful bots with the arms. If you've seen the series, you know what I'm talking about. And it looks amazing. I can't wait. It's going to be so cool. And we're going to definitely be all about this. We're all going to go to Jupiter together.
Yes, and blow it up.
Yes. We're going to inhabit it and then destroy it.
And then we have two final videos. Bashercraft did a New Year's party that has Astrogali the Crystal Crow and Claw Ruler in it. And then there's a stop motion animation by Slamacow Creations. It's called Minecraft Leaking into Real Life. And both of these will be in the show notes.
Nice. Oh. That was a very powerful knock. I wonder who that could be. Who's there?
Housekeeping.
Oh, it's you. Hi.
Housekeeping.
Hi, maid.
Me and Fort Below.
Sure. Actually, we'll need about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 minutes. Can you just give us a 24-pack this time?
No.
Okay, that's okay. We'll just take one.
But no, I have a pillow mint.
Oh, okay. We'll take an entire
It's
pillow
a pillow made out of mints?
Yes, it's a pillow mint.
I like that idea. Drop it in here, and then you can leave.
If you go to candywarehouse.com/pillowmints.html, you can see pillow mints.
Wow, she's here plugging her own website now?
Pillow mints.
That's pretty impressive.
It's pretty crazy, isn't she? She can stay here for drinks. You want some rum and Coke?
Pillow mint for pillow.
All right, you can leave now.
Yeah, leave us. I love that. Just dismiss.
Be gone.
Dismissed. All right, now, what do we do? Let's talk about some housekeeping. We have some...
you actually linked to this.
What's that?
Candy Warehouse Pillow Mints candy. You can get a 5-pound carton for $20.
She's already gone. Who are you talking to?
That's the only
I'm talking to the doc. Like,
oh, okay.
Can we talk to these people and get Slash the Shaft thrown in here or something? Maybe get an extra half pound in for our listeners.
Okay.
I wouldn't want less than 5 pounds, honestly.
Well, I'll tell you what. You order a 5-pound bag, and Eric will give you a half pound later.
I will.
Yeah, not of mints.
Is that a euphemism?
It was. I'm glad you called it because Eric was thinking he was going to have to order some mints.
Yeah, they're $19.50 US.
Let's just say they will be making some sheep with their mints later on with Eric.
Positively riveting.
Yes, very riveting.
So,
even for those outside of the World War II era. Anyway, continue, Brent.
I will continue. You know what? We need some love.
Okay. Oh, so let's get the maid back. Hey,
Ooh.
Cheap. 4 minutes. No. Seriously, go give us some love on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Go to youtube.deadworkers.com and click on subscribe and watch some videos. We just got one up on minecraftforums.net. Is that the right one?
Yes, that is.
And hopefully we'll be getting some more. We actually just partnered with a new company. We'll be... partnered with Curse now, so
congratulations.
Hopefully we will get some more videos up there and be able to release more content besides Minecraft as well. But we'd love to see some love there. We want to break 40,000 subscriptions before the end of the month.
Oh, that would be so cool.
That would be sweet.
And also, I'd like to say, I know that a lot of content creators don't have a lot of time to watch videos. In fact, we talked about this to Cilantro and
absolutely.
Joe Hills.
Oh,
and
indeed.
I'm the same way. As a content creator, there's not a lot of time really left in the day to watch somebody else's stuff. But if you're actually listening to this show right now and you are a content creator, just watch episode 1 of Shipwrecked. I mean, it's like a 10 or 12 minute video, and I think it's entertaining enough to really get you. I mean, it's a cool video, and I know not a lot of people have a lot of time, but it's entertaining, and I think we love it. We really like it. It's not just like
I caress it
spam.
at night. I'll be honest.
We're not trying to spam you with videos. I think you will genuinely like it and laugh, and it's good stuff. So.
And if you have about 3 hours and 55 minutes to kill, and you want to watch season 3 of Joe Hills in the
There you
Spellbound
go.
Caves,
Yep.
you can go to youtube.com/JoeHillsTSD.
If you have about 17 minutes to kill, you can go to youtube.com/CilantroGamer and watch me beat Rage Quit Holidays.
Nice.
Shameless plug.
No, that's good. We're here to plug.
Yeah,
Plug it up.
it's
Absolutely.
plug time. So
Plug time.
plug it up. If you got to
Or-
plug it in,
Plug
plug
it
it in.
Uh-oh.
Eric's rear
Copyright
end.
problems.
But
Yeah.
really, if you want to be totally updated on all this, just go to Twitter and at Wes Wilson, and you can get updates on everything that's important in the world.
Yeah.
And if you don't want
Absolutely
everything,
everything.
you just want the things that are really important, follow at Brent Copeland.
Yeah. Or at Nailhead if you don't want any of the above. Like
I think you should go to @Joe Hills.
Yeah, I completely agree with at Cilantro Gamer over
There you
there.
go, that's
At
right.
Joe Hills is the best place to get up to the minute information about whoever the United States is hunting now.
Yeah, people are
Okay.
asking for the link.
Paper
So
menace.
to make it really easy for you to see the episodes we've been doing, just go to youtube.deadworkers.com, and we've updated our channel to the new look, and you can actually see all the series we've done right under the main video.
Yeah, we try to make it easy to make like playlists and stuff, so you could just watch one and watch the whole thing. Actually, each series is like watching a movie. Actually, if you
Yeah.
had the kind of time to sit there for an hour and a half or whatever, which is actually about how long these shows are. Aren't we at about an hour and a half right now?
Yeah, we need to go.
Uh-oh.
We got to go.
Leave us some reviews on iTunes if you get a chance. Call us at 256-812-1010. Leave us some questions, some anythings, and yeah.
Come and join us live in the chat room every week when we record.
Deadworkers.com/live on
Yes.
Sundays. Also, Cilantro Gamer, twitch.tv/Cilantro Gamer.
That's correct.
And you stream like 40 hours a week?
40 hours a week, yeah. I'm actually on the East Coast, technically. I live in Ohio, and so it's 3 o'clock to 11 o'clock Eastern, Saturday through Wednesday. I haven't been keeping the schedule because of the holidays, but after the holidays, I'll definitely be doing a regular schedule. So
Cool. And you do have a schedule on your Twitch site. So,
yes, it's fully updated, and I usually will give a little notice to what exactly is being done on each day.
so that's
And
good.
I love taking suggestions about what to stream as well. So.
And you allow people to play with you.
Oh yeah,
So you
absolutely.
have
We
an
have,
open server?
I do my Let's Play days where it's just, usually myself, but I have multiplayer Mondays and then community days on Saturday where I'll go to other players' servers to do a tour and play the airship battles like we mentioned.
Yeah, I
and-
went in on some of
yeah.
that action.
Seriously, you're welcome anytime.
That'd be sweet.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Well, sweet. Well, I don't know. I think that was just about a full stack. What do y'all think?
That sounds like a full stack to
One
me.
stack, man.
Full stack
64.
64.
Full stack of shaft
So,
action.
Wow.
a new year. Let's start on a new stack.
26 more stacks, you'll fill up a chest, man. That's a lot.
Awesome.
Well, we're going for 2,000, I think.
something
yeah?
like
I
Okay.
keep saying 2,000, but I think Astrogali called me out. I think it was only 1,000.
that. Yeah, I think it was 1,000.
Close enough.
2024.
I'm doubling it.
Okay.
Doubling down.
Double deuce.
You're trying to end this, aren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Actually, we can talk about anything you'd like to talk
Okay.
about. What would you like to talk
What's
about?
your channel again, Joe Hill?
YouTube.com/JoeHillsTSD. I was actually going to say, if we're just talking about stuff, Wes, do you have any updates on convention stuff?
We are locking down. We're signing our contract this week for PlayOnCon.
So we'll have an official date.
We'll have an
next
official
week.
date hopefully next week.
And then we can start our mad plans to take over PlayOnCon from you.
Yes, that is. They are mad. Crazy talk.
And is that here?
No, it's in Birmingham.
Oh, Birmingham. Okay.
Actually.
I'm going to have to maybe get a bus and come down here.
Yep, it's good
Yes.
times.
As a
good
three-time
times.
attendee, it's been a blast all 3 times.
And then
You're still
also,
alive, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We'll rectify that this year.
this week, Core Elements has Jonathan Blow, creator of Braid, coming on the show.
Oh, wow. Braid is such a brilliant game.
So yeah, he's working on another game right now called The Witness, I believe, and we're going to talk to him about indie gaming, game as art, and his new projects and all that good stuff. So check out coreelements.deadworkers.com. Actually, ce.deadworkers.com.
CE.
So yeah, there we go.
Cool.
So no bed music for any of this? You
nothing?
don't love us anymore?
I guess he doesn't.
Aw.
The bed music only goes for a few minutes.
Well, I know. That's why it helps because it makes us end
Yeah.
the show.
That's right.
I could turn
See?
on my really
Well, now we got
soothing voice.
See,
plenty
now-
of time.
Now we got less than 2 minutes
So-
to wrap this up.
That's
Once
right.
we get done with this show tonight, are we going to go film something?
I think so.
Y'all want to go pull up a map and everybody jump on? And
with,
us,
with this
That'd be
amount, this amount of nerdy Minecrafters in one room, it would be irresponsible of us not to film something.
yeah?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'll set up the switch in there so we'll have more ports for everybody instead of people doing Wi-Fi that doesn't work.
There you go.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And then we'll drink a little bit.
Yeah, we have some rum
Never.
Much.
Yeah.
And record some... What map should we do?
I
Is
don't
this
know.
riveting discussion?
Riveting.
Riveting discussion.
Yeah, but
So
the good news is it
intense.
has to end.
It is
Let's
so
do
intense.
something out of like World War II or something. Do we
Yeah.
have anything like that? Something riveting?
I've got a whole bunch of stuff on the server. I could just pick one of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can do something about like an airship or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
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 I don't know.
Maybe could. Maybe
We'll see.
not. We'll see now.
We will
Or,
see.
hey, we could do the school one.
I feel
School's
so
cool.
sorry for our listeners right now.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah.
Could
School's
always-
cool. We can stay in school. Let's do that. Let's eat our broccoli and brush our teeth to drink our milk.
Very important.
Wanna do that? Uh-oh.
Congratulations, you made it through The Shaft alive. See show notes and leave comments for this episode at theshaft.deadworkers.com. Send questions, comments, and audio to theshaft@deadworkers.com or leave us a voicemail at 256-812-1010. Dead Workers Party Network. The shaft that eats like a meal.